Sara is 20 years old. She was born in Tehran, Iran, and grew up in a warm, busy family with her parents and younger brother, Amir. Her father is a teacher, and her mother works as a nurse. From a young age, Sara loved reading books, especially stories about people who traveled the world. She used to dream about living in another country, not because she didn't love Iran, but because she was curious. Curious about different people, different languages, and different ways of life. When she was 18, she graduated from high school with good grades. Instead of going to university in Iran, she made a big decision. She wanted to study English in the United States. It wasn't easy. Her parents were worried. "It's so far," her mother said, "and you don't know the language well." But Sara was determined. She had been studying English for 6 years, mostly from textbooks and online videos. She wasn't fluent, but she could understand basic conversations and write simple sentences. After months of preparation, applying for a student visa, saving money, and saying emotional goodbyes, Sara boarded a plane to Los Angeles. It was her first time on a long flight. She felt excited, nervous, and a little scared. As the plane took off from Imam Khomeini Airport, she looked out the window and whispered, "This is it. My new life begins." Arrival in America. When Sara landed at LAX, everything felt different. The air was dry. The signs were in English. People spoke fast. She followed the instructions from her school and found the shuttle bus to her city, a quiet place called Irvine, California. She was going to study at a language school near the University of California, Irvine. Her apartment was small but clean. It had a kitchen, a bedroom, and a tiny balcony with a view of trees. The first night, she didn't sleep much. She missed her family. She missed the smell of her mom's cooking. She missed hearing Farsi around her. But she also felt proud. She was doing something brave. The next morning, she woke up early. She made tea the Iranian way, strong and hot, and looked at her schedule. Her first English class was at 9 a.m. She dressed carefully, blue jeans, a white shirt, and her favorite scarf. She wanted to look nice, but not too different. First day at school. When she arrived at the language school, a woman at the front desk smiled and said, "Hi, you must be Sara. Welcome." Sara smiled back and said, "Yes, I am Sara. Thank you." Her voice was quiet. She felt shy. She was placed in level 3, intermediate, based on a placement test she took online. The classroom had about 12 students from different countries. Anna from Mexico, Kenji from Japan, Layla from Morocco, and David from France. The teacher's name was Mr. James, a friendly man in his 50s with gray hair and a calm voice. "Good morning, everyone," he said. "Today we're going to talk about daily routines. Who can tell me what they do every morning?" No one answered at first. Then Sara raised her hand, slowly. "I wake up at 7, she said. "I brush my teeth, I eat toast and drink tea." Mr. James smiled. "Very good, Sara. Anyone else?" After class, Anna came up to her. "Your English is good," she said. Sara blushed. "Thank you, but I make many mistakes." Anna laughed. "We all do. Want to have lunch together?" And just like that, Sara made her first friend in America. The first week, small steps. The first week was hard, not because the lessons were too difficult, but because everything was new. The food tasted different. The weather changed quickly. People smiled at her, but sometimes she didn't understand what they said. One day, she went to a grocery store to buy milk. She found the dairy section, but there were so many kinds: whole milk, skim milk, almond milk, oat milk, soy milk. She stood there, confused. A young man nearby noticed her. "Need help?" he asked. Sara nodded. "I want milk for drinking, not sweet." He smiled. "Oh, you probably want whole milk. Thank you," she said. "You are kind." That small moment made her feel better. Not everyone was in a hurry. Some people wanted to help. At school, Mr. James started teaching more complex grammar: present perfect, past continuous, and phrasal verbs. Sara took careful notes. She didn't understand everything at first, but she reviewed her notes every night. She used a dictionary. She watched YouTube videos about grammar. She even started a journal in English. Every Friday, the school had a speaking club, a time when students could talk about anything in English. The first time, Sara was too nervous to speak. But the third time, she shared a story about Nowruz, the Persian New Year. She talked about Haftzin, family dinners, and jumping over fire. The other students listened with interest. Afterward, Kenji said, "Your culture is beautiful." Sara felt proud. A new challenge: living alone. Living alone in a new country wasn't just about language. It was about independence. Paying bills, cooking meals, going to the doctor, understanding emails from the school. One day, her internet stopped working. She called the company, but speaking on the phone was harder than talking face to face. She couldn't see the person's face. She missed words. Her heart beat fast. "Hello, my internet not working," she said. "Can you please tell me your address?" the man asked. She repeated it twice. Then, "Wait, one moment." She looked at her paper. 1245 Maple Street, apartment 3B. "Thank you, we'll send someone in 2 hours." She hung up and felt like crying, but also like a hero. She had done it. She solved a problem in English. Language and identity. As the weeks passed, Sara's English improved. She dreamed in English now. She thought in English. But sometimes she felt like she was losing a part of herself. She missed speaking Farsi. She missed laughing with her brother. She missed her grandmother's voice. One night, she called her mom and said, "Am I changing?" Her mom said, "Of course you are, Azizam. But changing doesn't mean forgetting. You are becoming more, not less." That helped. She started writing in her journal in both languages. Farsi for her feelings, English for her progress. A rainy day and a new friend. One rainy afternoon, Sara was reading in the park when a dog ran up to her and dropped a wet ball in her lap. She laughed. The dog's owner came running, a girl named Emily, about 22, with curly hair and a big smile. "Sorry, Max is very friendly," she said. "That's okay," Sara said. "He's cute." "You're not from here, are you?" "No, I'm from Iran. I'm studying English." "Wow, that's amazing. Do you want to get coffee sometime?" They exchanged numbers. A few days later, they met at a cafe. Emily asked about Iran. Sara asked about American culture. They talked for 2 hours. Emily didn't know much about Iran, but she listened, and Sara felt seen. Emily became a real friend, not just a language partner, but someone who invited her to her family's house, showed her how to use a washing machine, and celebrated her birthday with a cake that said, "Happy Birthday, Sara," in Persian letters. Progress and confidence. By the third month, Sara could understand most conversations in class, write a 300-word essay without a dictionary, order food, ask for directions, and make small talk. Watch an English movie with subtitles and understand 80%. Tell a story without stopping every 2 words. Mr. James said, "Sara, you've improved so much. Your pronunciation is clear. Your grammar is strong. Keep going." She started volunteering at a local library, helping kids with homework. She was nervous at first, but the kids were kind. One boy said, "You talk like a teacher." She smiled. Maybe one day she would be. A small victory. One day, she went to a pharmacy to buy medicine for a cold. The pharmacist asked, "Do you have allergies?" She answered, "No, but I'm taking vitamin D, and sometimes I get a headache." He nodded. "This medicine is safe for you." She said, "Thank you. Can I take it with food?" "Yes, it's better with food." She walked out feeling proud. Not because she bought medicine, but because she had a real conversation in English. No fear, no panic, just normal talk, culture, shock, and growth. Living in America wasn't always easy. Sometimes people made jokes she didn't understand. Sometimes they asked strange questions. Do you ride camels in Iran? Is it dangerous there? She learned to answer calmly. No, we have cars like everywhere else. Iran is safe for tourists. It's a beautiful country. She realized that learning a language isn't just about words. It's about understanding people. It's about patience. It's about being open. She also noticed small cultural differences. Americans smile at strangers. In Iran, people are warm, but only with those they know. Tipping is expected. At first, she forgot and felt embarrassed. People say, "How are you?" but don't always want a real answer. Being on time is very important. She adapted. She didn't lose her identity. She added to it. Studying hard. Sara studied every day. Not just at school, at home too. She used apps like Duolingo and Quizlet. She listened to podcasts like The English We Speak from BBC. She watched shows like Friends and Brooklyn Nine-Nine with subtitles. She kept a vocabulary notebook. Every day, she wrote 5 new words and used them in sentences. Example, independent. I am becoming more independent. Confident. I feel more confident when I speak. Frustrated. I was frustrated when I couldn't understand the movie. She also recorded herself speaking and compared it to native speakers. At first, she hated the sound of her voice, but over time, she saw progress, friendships, and community. Her group of friends grew. Anna taught her how to make tacos. Kenji showed her Japanese calligraphy. Layla invited her to a Moroccan dinner with couscous and mint tea. David gave her tips for speaking with a natural rhythm. They started a language exchange group, one day in English, one day in their languages. Sara taught them simple Farsi phrases. Hello, equals salam. Thank you equals merci. They were surprised. It sounds like French. How are you is halet chetore. They laughed, made mistakes, and learned together. A moment of doubt. Not every day was good. One night, after a test, she got a lower grade than expected. She felt like crying. Maybe I'm not good enough, she thought. She called her brother. Amir said, Sara, you walked into a new country with one suitcase and a dream. You're doing amazing. One test doesn't change that. She cried, but then she smiled. He was right. New habits, new life. After 6 months, Sara's life had changed. She wakes up at 6:45 a.m. now, earlier than before. She drinks coffee with milk, not tea, but still makes tea on weekends. She jogs in the park 3 times a week. She shops at the same grocery store and knows the workers by name. She uses English idioms. It's raining cats and dogs, or I'm under the weather. She dreams of becoming an English teacher one day, maybe back in Iran, or even online. She still misses home. She still cries sometimes when she hears a Persian song. But she also loves her new life. Her birthday, a celebration of 2 worlds. On her 21st birthday, her friends threw her a surprise party. Emily made a cake with blue and white frosting, the colors of the Iranian flag. Anna brought Persian music. They all tried to say happy birthday in Farsi. Sara blew out the candles and made a wish. I wish to speak English fluently. I wish to make my family proud. And I wish to help others learn, just like I am learning. She felt full of hope. A trip back home. After 1 year, Sara visited Iran. Her family hugged her tightly. Her grandmother said, "You speak English like a movie star." But Sara noticed something. She now switched between Farsi and English in her mind. Sometimes she searched for a word in Farsi that she had forgotten. She told her friends in Tehran about her life in America. She showed them photos. She even taught them a few English phrases. When it was time to go back, she cried at the airport. But she also knew this was her journey, and she wasn't done. 1 year later, a new goal now. Sara is in level 6, advanced. She reads news articles, writes essays, and gives presentations in English. She even helped organize a cultural day at school where students shared food, music, and traditions from their countries. Mr. James said, "Sara, you've inspired many students. You started with fear, and now you lead with courage." She smiled. "Thank you, but I'm still learning." And she is, because learning a language is not just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about courage. It's about connection. It's about becoming who you want to be. Sara is no longer just an Iranian girl in America. She is a global citizen, a learner, a friend, a strong, independent young woman. And her story, it's just beginning. The end.